Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I'm just dropping everything. Good morning. Aw, good morning. Happy Sunday, guys. Sunday, August 20th. August 20th. Oh man, the time is flying. I have to buckle down and really focus on very detailed bags that are at a little bit of a higher price point for Baltimore Comic Con. I didn't sew yesterday. Oh, yeah. This is hair that I just tossed because I'm about to put a deep conditioner in it and I didn't brush it. um, yeah, I did not do work yesterday. It- It's crazy because when I don't sew, I get the biggest guilty conscience. Like I feel like I failed something. I don't know why that is, but I felt so bad yesterday, and I didn't feel good until about 5 o'clock. And then I was going to go down, and then Hope was like, "No, can we watch The Good Place? Because I heard good things about it." So we watched the first season. We were laughing, and um, I fell asleep. So yeah, today I'm gonna be making my Erica Bowler bag Aladdin style, but I did have ideas for it that I didn't have originally. I think I'm gonna like try to see if I could sublimate like the genie bottle as like a tag on the bag. Kendall's up, Kendall's upstairs, and the TV like there with the sports sounded really weird. And I'm gonna incorporate cork and some leather. I'm trying to really get some gold off so that way it can look like the cave that he went into with all the gold and stuff. So I'm going to work really hard on this one, close this down, deep conditioning my hair, and just relax the rest of the day. I think my whole household has like a little bit of a bug because Kendall doesn't feel good at this point. And you is in Cocaine Bear. I told everybody, watch Cocaine Bear. It is not what you think it is. It is hilarious. It does have like some scary factors, but it's not scary. It's kind of like Lake Placid and Anaconda. You like those throwbacks to the 90 movies where it's supposed to be scary, but there's a lot more funny commentary. There's a little bit of dark humor. Yes, there's going to be death, but it's not going to be like where you're like, oh my God, this is gonna come and get me at night. It's more like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this happened." And the funny part about Cocaine Bear, it's based off of true events that actually happened. So, and to this day, they have not found all the cocaine that the guy kicked out of the plane. So, there's either some cocaine that's in the woods or people went searching for it and got it, but for some odd reason, they could not find, like, half the bags that got kicked off the plane. So, what and it's a very, very interesting story because I had no clue this was a real thing. Oh, that's nice. I have not done a purse pal, and I wanted to do some for, Baltimore Comic Con. I'm still debating on that because the way I usually work is this week I'm gonna do very distinctive bags. So, in my head, I'm gonna do a Captain America, a Wanda bag, and then Tuesday, me and the Patreons are doing this part two of our Dunkins, and then I want to do one more Hitchhiker, but I haven't decided if I wanted to do it as a Barbie theme or if I wanted to do it as a Doctor Who. I have this Doctor Who idea, and I just feel like suitcase Doctor Who just feels really authentic. But I also want to do a Doctor Who convertible, like carpenter bag. So I'm stuck on that. But every day on the calendar, I have like a really dramatic bag that I want to make. And then what I do for like the week before, so that I'm not stressing out, I do like lighter bags, like a purse pal or something that's a little bit more not in depth, but took a while that could be at a medium to low price range for me so that they can have it. I know, I hear purse pals are fun. I wanna do the purse pal and the phone sling because, Lynn, for one of the strikes she had for backstitch, she had this brown, purse sling with a, 626 on the inside, and her edge coating was impeccable, and I was like, "Yay, yes." I definitely want to do a Doctor Who bag. Doctor Who sells really well for me. It's a really very specific audience, but when people from that community see my bags, they buy them because they notice all the little details and all the little quotes that I add inside the bag. Um, and I do want to do one or two more Lords of the Ring bag because again, one of the guest speakers are the people that did the cartoon and drew for it, and they worked with so many people to make that cartoon come to life. So, yeah, I have a lot of bags I would like to finish. There's 10 bags in my head, and then I got to start bagging and tagging and putting things together. Good morning, Christine. I missed you yesterday. Um, oh, who's staying? I know there was quite a few of you that are going to So Magical. Who's staying at the Kissimmee Hotel? Because I know I have my hotel information, and whoever's staying, um, leave a comment. Um, you leave a comment now or after this thing ends, and we can probably all pay for an Uber to take us to Gaylord and stuff like that, so we could all save costs. Just something I was thinking about. We don't have to do that, but whatever we could do to, save a little bit of money, save a little bit of money. It's crazy though, because Kindle booked my room, and no, there's no like judgment for the Gaylord or anything, none. This is for the people like me that can't afford that high price point. My total room with taxes is less than one night at the Gaylord, and I'm staying there 3 nights. I'm staying there Sunday, Friday. I mean, I'm sorry, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I fly back Monday. I'm just throwing that out there. Ooh, yeah. I actually have that. I put corset rings inside of my inside of my Erica Bowler bag. Anytime I put it right by the name, like my faceplate, so that way someone can clip their keychain or whatever to it. I'm trying to find the perfect symbol. Either I'm going to have the genie bottle and then have that there, or I don't know. I haven't figured it out just yet. I love corset rings. I get them all the time in every color. The Emmeline Bags has the matte black, which I absolutely love. I use that a lot. I don't know. Just something about these little corset rings. They do a little, because I get a lot of people asking me for like, oh, I will like something to clip my keychain on, and clip it on and call it a day. So, oh, I forgot to show you this one bag. So remember, Aquamats has a pre-order, and I think it's till September 1st, if I'm not mistaken. But they also have House Crest. Like this is Gryffindor. And then they have this webbing, right? So on one side of the webbing is like the bird feather. Do I have the webbing one in front of me? Oh, okay. So I decided to use the webbing as binding. So this is the Gryffindor. And then on the other side is the feathers. So I took the feathers and I bound my leather bag with it. And then I put like, in case somebody wants to have this as a crossbody, but it's supposed to be like a market tote. And they do have matching zipper pulls for like specific houses. So if you're like Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, you can get very specific. So oh, knock down all that water. For this specific one, it's I made it with pulled leather, and then I bound it actually with the webbing. I wanted to try something different, because have you ever had a little bit of extra webbing, but it's not enough to put in a bag? I've been using the extra webbing and making like the binding on the top. So this is all leather, and then inside is the I did like the herbs from Harry Potter, like magic root and all that stuff. So I wanted to show you that there's other things you could do. You can buy webbing and use it as binding like I did. I just folded it over. So just small little tidbit. I always save all the little bit of webbings because I sometimes use them as key ring holders as a thank you gift. And I've been recently using them as binding if it's a little bit over like 20 inches. So I'm really excited about that. I gotta this this is like oh my, I have so much HP stuff for this convention. I gotta not make any more Harry Potter. I need to focus on Doctor Who, Star Wars, and all the other ones. I have like 5 Harry Potter themed bags, but none of them are very specific to any genre. They're not like to the one thing if you're gonna sell Harry Potter, do not sell like a blue bag because only Ravenclaw will get it. They'll be like, "Oh, I love this bag, but I'm a Slytherin," you know. I found that out the hard way. So I generally just stick to brown and different color hardware, usually most likely antique or brass or something like that for that. So yeah, I have my little 3, 4 pieces of Harry Potter collection for Baltimore Comic Con. So now it's time to work on other stuff. So today I'm working on the Aladdin bag and I'm really excited about it, kind of nervous because I want to make sure I do it justice. This fabric is very unique and there are a lot of Aladdin fans. Loki. So yeah, I love this. I really do love this bag. And the smell of leather. I love the smell of leather. So if I do make anything on HP, it's gonna be nothing. I was talking about how when if I have extra binding, if I have extra webbing, like this is the webbing that Alchemets has right now, I will fold it over and use it as binding if it's not enough to put in a backpack. And that's what I did for here. So this is all webbing. And then I was showing them the house crest for Gryffindor. And I did this in all leather. Oh, leather. I have this thing with leather right now. I'm on a leather kick. I'm about to put some leather on this Aladdin bag too, I think. Because I have a really pretty purple. And why not? Why not? Oh, you got a box from Alchemist last night. That's good. Of hardware. Yeah, it's super cute. I love they have really good hardware. I just really love them. Speaking of hardware, I had a Thumbs and Thimbles has usually a pre-order or retail. I got some stuff from retail and I just was like super excited about it. They had like R2D2 magnets. Look at how like detailed that is. My camera doesn't want to focus. It's like that's too small. And she has Thumbs and Thimbles has all the not Harry Potter, but has the Hello Kitty magnets that I use a lot. And a lot of this is the Shannon's door for Lords of the Ring. So I got some of my stuff and I'm like perfect timing. Gonna bust this stuff out for for Baltimore Comic Con. I was trying to show you the Hellfire one, but I may have dropped it. Oh no, I didn't. Let's see. For Stranger Things, it's the dice for Dungeons and Dragon. I was like, I love this one. So yeah, because I'm going, and then I ordered some purple hardware from her because I'm going to be making a Little Mermaid bag. I'm going to be striking a Little Mermaid bag. So I got some purple hardware for a Mayfield. I'm really excited about it. I'm actually probably making that next week, hopefully. So yeah, I'm excited because for this. This is the only time I've helped with some of the designs. Well, not drawing, but like saying, yeah, this one's cool, this one's not for the Little Mermaid. And I'm really, really excited because she put so much hard work into it, and I'm proud of her and the hardware that's coming up with it. She just showed it to us yesterday. I lost my ever living mind. I was like, "What?" So, I got I got ideas because I'm gonna throw some tills into it too because in her chest piece it's purples and tills. So I really want to embody the Little Mermaid's outfit when I make this bag. Thumbs and Thimbles is on Facebook, and then they have a web page. But their web page is only open when they tell you it's going to be open. So you need to be in the Facebook group to know when it's going to be opening. They already had retail last month, so I think this month they're going to actually be doing a pre-order. What box did you guys buy? Oh, you bought the box from Alchemats. Yeah, that's a pre-order. That's not a retail. So that's going to take up to 14 weeks to get. Yeah, I haven't purchased one yet. I'm gonna buy, I am a Slytherin, but most of the bags I sell are Ravenclaw. I might buy, a Slytherin and a Gryffindor, and then I'm going to buy some other little goodies that they have on the site, like, whatever. I'm really excited about this box. It's well thought out, and I can't wait because 14 weeks, you're looking at what? October, November-ish. So it'll come just right around that time so you can get your Harry Potter holidays on. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's hard because like I said, Olivia, she's by far one of my favorite hardware designers ever because she puts so much time and effort. Like everything that I'm always like oohing and awing about, it's her. Thumbs and Thimbles is also another person that puts in a lot. Like the red crest that I had on the leather Aries, that is from her, and that the red hardware. Her hardware is freaking phenomenal. Like just like look, this is little plastic bags kill me because I can never open them. I have to rip them. This is the Golden Stitch with wing. I mean, come on. This is the cutest magnet ever. It's like not in your face Potter, and it doesn't have to be. It could be for any house because all houses played Quidditch. So like things like this is what I go like yes, yes, yes. So when Thumbs and Thimbles has a opening and they're doing a pre-order, I guarantee I'll tell you when it is so you can look for it. You have to bear in mind with Thumbs and Thimbles, she has to move a little bit slower than everyone else. She just had two brand new babies, which are oh my god, they're so freaking cute. So she works full time and she's a very high profile job as well as she's a mom of twins. So her turnaround times are a little bit longer than Alchemats, but when I tell you they're worth it, they're worth it. Yeah, right before Christmas. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get a box before it ends and a couple other things like journals and stuff because I like journals. Yeah, like I try to do things nondescript. If you are gonna do like theme ones, and you need to have like green, yellow, blue, and red, so that way maybe people are like, "Oh God, yes, you have Gryffindor. Thank you. I'm gonna purchase the Gryffindor." Um, so things like that. That's just the gist of it. I know I dropped something, but I just don't know what. Um, let me see. What I had something else to tell you guys, and I totally forgot. You think I would write things down, but no, no. Alas, I do write things down, and I leave it upstairs in my night drawer, my nightstand that has a drawer. Yeah. So today, Erica Bowler, because I didn't do it. And yes, Jaded asked me yesterday my cut time for the Jaded. When Jaded cut it, my cut time for Erica Bowler. When I said it's anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, yes, that's me cutting, interfacing, running bobbins. It takes me that long. It doesn't take me very, very long. And sometimes I have done it. The fastest I've done it is actually a 2.5 hour crunch. And that was when I was feeling good and I had like 6 espresso shots. Like I was like high off of espresso. I was like, yes, go on. So that was an interesting one. And that bag came out really great too. That's the crazy part. I don't know. So I'm going to be doing this, but I'm going to be reason why I'm saying giving myself the 4 hour window is I'm going to be incorporating leather, suede, and cork, and they each act very differently. Some stretch a little bit more than others, so I need to really take my time, go at the pace that I want to, and then hopefully I can show you a glamorous bag. I'm trying to look for my leather piping right now, and I'm losing my mind. I'm tearing up my workroom trying to find this leather piping because I really want to. Aladdin is like one of my favorite Disney movies as a kid, and I just want to do it justice. Because I always get requests for this for a bag, so I'm doing it. Tomorrow, I plan on working on a Captain America bag, but not like the Celine like I normally do, because I'm known for armor. I'm going to be making it from another swoon bag, and I was drawing out the bag yesterday in my room, so I'm hoping that works. And then I plan on doing a WandaVision this week too, but not for the typical Annette bag like I do. I'm going to put it in another bag. I'm trying to get all my armor bags done this week. That's like big for me. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to do today. Make the bag, deep condition my hair. You know, gotta do what I gotta do. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's I'm not looking class kits last time took me a long time. This time, I talked to Leslie, and as soon as I get paid, I'm gonna buy my templates from her. She already has everything set up for them, and I'm just gonna use templates. It's gonna make my job a heck of a lot easier using a template than versus paper, because no matter what people say about cardstock, I will go through it. I'm that person that accidentally jumps over the template and cuts my finger. I'm not the best at the rotary. I get the things done, but yeah. So I'm really excited about getting the templates for that, so that way I don't have to worry about it. And then I got like I'm really excited because I'm trying to figure out what fabric's going to be most, because both fabrics that Sandra is sponsoring are actually really pretty. I want my hands on both of them. I'm not gonna lie though, but there's something about Midnight Rose. I want to make a bag out of it. I want to make a Betty Bowler. That the dark theme, dark color with like kind of neon butterflies is so gorgeous. I have so many ideas for that. So I'm really excited to cut out all these templates. I'm gonna order some black waterproof canvas for the inside because both of the I feel a hair on my nose, but I don't see it. Okay. I'm okay. Okay. Um, I'm gonna get I was debating on black waterproof canvas or black water resistant canvas. I'm gonna have to place an order for that because both prints have black in it. That's gonna be the interior of the So Magical bags. And I'm going to do a cut video when I get all the materials. I'm going to hopefully when I get all the materials, all the kids are at school too. So I can just do whatever, and all you'll hear is Loki come down. So I'm gonna do a cut with me video on top of my cutting table, and we can talk and get things done. I haven't figured out what how I'm gonna package them. Last year I put them in these really cool clear envelopes. I found something very similar, but they were fabric envelopes. I'm trying to figure out because I like cute packaging. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Monica. And so when I presented my first class kit, they were in these really beautiful clear envelopes. So I want to do something really cute for them as well. Pegboards. I have pegboards everywhere. My husband has I'm looking at one directly in front of me. I have pegboards everywhere. I'm trying to get him to put a pegboard back here so I can put my rulers so that I don't have to have any rulers on my cutting table. So, hopefully when I do Baltimore Comic Con, he can just go and do it then. I have pegboards. This is a pegboard. I have pegboards everywhere. That's how I store all my templates. They're on a pegboard and so they don't drop. They're not in my way or whatever. But before I had the pegboards, I would put them on a bookshelf. I know I still do that. There's two templates in my one of my bookshelves because they're so large. I had to remove some of the bookshelves so that they can fit in a slant, just high and above, because I'm clumsy and if I one I drop everything in here, and two, just clumsy. I like walk into my own damn shadow. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's I'm clumsy. So yeah, I'm excited. Oh, and anyone that is in SME, just an FYI, Lisa was saying yesterday when I put my post up there that I'm going to be my class and showing the fabrics that Sandra donated, sponsored to the thing. She said that she registered for my class, and then when she went back yesterday to see if it was there, it wasn't. So she had to re-register for the class and pay for it, and she didn't know why. She had a message Kayla. So if that happened to you, if you're in my class, I would implore you to double check that you are in my class. You're not, then definitely reach out to Kayla and figure out why. If you got the charge, if you didn't get the charge, you need to re-register. I thank you, Lisa, for letting us know because I had no idea. Good morning, Lynette. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about this Friday's tutorial I need to film. I'm gonna film it on Wednesday, but it's bag related, but not made for. Okay, it's weird. It's like an everyday bag, but not everyday bag that you would use alone. That's my only hint. um, so yeah, I'm really excited about it because I've been trying to do like fast, fun, um, easy peasy like projects that I've been trying to do projects the last couple of Friday tutorials that you can use for thank you gifts for teachers or for small craft shows because this is a small as soon as September 1st hits, this is small craft show season. This is a season where people have like the last time in the farmers market or they have like all these holiday festivals. I'm trying to do projects that are you can use and utilize and start at these craft shows and hopefully they'll be very productive for you. Good morning, Gloria. So yeah, I'm really trying to focus on that. And the next two ones are really fun. I think I'm working already on my third idea, and I'm also working on Novaween. I love when people email me ideas for Novaween, and there's some fun ones. So we know we're going to do some pillowcases, some Halloween ones. I got a really different bowl cozy that is different from the one that I had. The one that I gave you, it only fits like a small bowl. This one that it's like more of a flower and it could accommodate a lot of different shapes or snug in for a smaller bowl. And then through I was like, "What?" And I gotta let you know, out of everything I made from Novaween, Kendall uses the bowl cozies. He loves the bowl cozies like with all his heart. So I have a really cool idea on that. A different kind of trick or treat bag. We made pumpkin ones last year, so I'm gonna try to figure something else about that. I might do a different witch's hat. People want the witch's hat that I made back in 2019. I'm gonna reach out to the designer to see if I can just like a fun projects that are fast. And then you get to the added bonus of me dressing up into some whimsical character or something horrifying. I have a kind of nothing with clowns because I don't want to like you see me and you're like, I'm not following your tutorial. You're dressed as a clown, but I got some ideas. And then before you know it, we're gonna be doing the countdown to um the advent calendars. And then we got to keep our eyes out because like I said, if you're part of the Soul Magical group, you've seen that Lauren made a hint that there's going to be a new advent calendar that comes out around November the 1st. So we need to make a look at that and like if you guys see it before I post it, tell me and I'll post it or post it because somewhere and that's so Nova somewhere because so that way if somebody else wants a different advent calendar there you go. There's I from what I'm hearing from the grapevine, there's going to be quite a few that are going to start popping up starting September the 1st, and they're like pre-orders. So just keep your eyes peeled because I always look for different price gauges. Right now, most of them are pretty high, but I'm hoping that there's some that comes out with a more feasible like price point I do like I didn't order Fire Wheat Stitch. I hear good things about theirs, but I actually kinda like that. She has 2 different ones. She has, like, a 7-day or 12 days of Christmas, and then she has the whole 24 days. So you have 2 different price points, I believe. I think one's $75 and the other one is 100 and something dollars. But I like the fact that she offered 2 price points. I feel like that is imperative. I know it's a lot putting these boxes together for small businesses a lot, but I gotta give a shout out to Fireweed Stitch for that because sometimes I just don't have money. I'm not I have 3 kids. My kids are money pits, and I'm not gonna even lie to you, when Loki had 3 surgeries, he tapped us out. He tapped us out. Each one of those surgeries were ridiculously expensive. That's why it came with such a horrible small budget, like, for when Florida, because Loki tapped us out of money. So what I recommend is that I know a lot of people see like these advent calendars, they're like, there's no way in Hades I can pay for that. Just keep your eyes peeled because I'm hearing that there's other people that are coming with some. I know 727 had one. They're in the UK, but they did ship to California and they have the 12 days of Christmas. There's different ones, and I when I see them, I will mention them on here and put them in my description box. But I did read in the So Magical group that Lauren hinted at a box that's going to be coming out in November. Yeah, no Sojo. I'm so sorry. You should make bowl cozies. That's a good Sojo. That's a really good Sojo project because it comes out really fast. You're gratified with the end result, and it's something that you can use. I'm sorry, that wasn't, my plan for I mean, the duck is a lot of pieces, but once you start sewing it, it doesn't seem like a lot. It just is it's a lot to cut out, with the sewing aspect, it's completely different. So just cut out the pieces y and when you sew it, then it'll be together. I'm sorry that that was something that made you lose your Sojo. But yeah, cutting out and sewing are like 2 different beasts. I'm not a big fan of cutting things out, but I love sewing. So I have to kind of cut it out. If I had a cutout fairy, I don't think I would still utilize it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really weird about how I cut and what pieces because most of the stuff that I cut out are patchwork kind of. They're like different materials that I just add all together. Yeah. So, yeah, Aladdin today, which I'm gonna be using all gold hardware, and I'm just a little nervous. I'm just I'm looking for my leather piping that's gold, and I'm hoping it's enough for what I have in mind, so that way I can have a hint of gold with all these blues and purples, just to give it that richness of Aladdin. Aladdin is one of those cartoons and even the live action that is so vivid with color that I don't want that aspect to be taken away by making it just one. Yep. Yeah, it's see, I don't know if I would have a cutting out fire. I'm telling you, everyone asks me that, even though I hate cutting, I absolutely hate cutting. Um, I'm I have a control of personality when it comes down to my sewing, and I feel like if someone doesn't cut out the piece the right way or fussy cut it the right way, I will lose my ever loving mind. So, as much as I don't like it, it's just something that I know I have to do to, you know, to sew. And just take your time, rewatch things, pause it, whatever. Take your time. The cutting out aspect does take a long time, but when you're done, the end result is amazing. There's a lot of small components, but the one like on Tuesday, we're doing the lining and the gusset. And when you see that we're almost done with the bag, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your ever loving mind. It's just like, what? So, I think we're doing the lining, the gusset, and, the straps. So that way on the next Tuesday, we're gonna do the back pocket and then construct the whole bag together. Um, or I might do the straps actually on that time because I feel like the video for Tuesday is going to be like less than an hour. And I feel like constructing the whole thing together is going to be like less than 90 minutes because the first part is the hardest part of the Duncan. After that, it's everything you have ever done in any other bag. We're just it's a beautiful, interesting bag. It's one of those bags that I didn't see a lot in the feed, and every time I make one, like ridiculously proud of myself. Honestly, that bag has a little bit more components, makes it a little bit more difficult so than in the Hitchhiker. So if you can make the Duncan, you can make the Hitchhiker. I'm telling you. I feel like a lot of people think it's harder than what it looks like. It's not. It is it is not. If you can sew straight, you can do a Duncan. Yes, we're gonna make it into a backpack. I made my first one into a messenger one. We're gonna make this one into a backpack, and I am super excited about doing it. Um, it's gonna be a very fun thing, and we talked about in Patreon. If you're in Patreon, you know what parts we're gonna be hacking up, and that's the whole fun about Patreon. I'm actually gonna be going on Patreon also on Tuesday our after our Patreon meeting to go on live to talk about what bags we're going to start. What do we want to work on in September, so that way we could do it ahead of time. So that way we're not in September trying to figure out a bag. We could figure out the bag in August so that we can start prepping for September. Yes, it's hard. Yesterday I felt so sick, and then I felt burnt out. Does that make sense? Like, I've been sewing like a bag a day since July 17th for this convention, and there's been a few days that I've had migraines, but I would still work and push through. Yesterday I did absolutely nothing, and I felt guilty. I felt so guilty. I was telling Kendall, he was like, Shanova, you have to take days off or you're going to get burnt out. Sometimes you have to walk away from a project. And I'm just like, I, yesterday was hard, but then I started feeling better because there was like a lot of little things that happened that just made me happy. Little miracles that we needed. And it was pretty cool. And then instead of going downstairs and like sewing right away, I was like, just rest. And as soon as I said that, I got really, really sleepy and I fell asleep and I had a really good night. I'm still really congested. But I feel better than I did yesterday and I feel excited to do the bag that I'm going to be doing today. I'm really loving the fact that I'm using leather a lot more. Because if you talk to Shinova 5 years ago, I was like, I'm never using leather, da da da. And then my first bag I've ever made with leather was the Moon Wake when it first came out, and I still didn't do leather because I leather scares me because I'm afraid if I mess up on it, there's no way I could replicate that piece. Like if I mess up on cork, I'm going to be mad, but chances are I could find that cork color again. That's not how it works with leather. There's not like so I'm always afraid. And sometimes we're just burnt out and you need a couple days just to recoup. It's okay to rest. It's okay not to sew. It's okay just to wait a while until you feel that energy, that feeling that, oh, I'm gonna make this and this is gonna turn out phenomenal. Yes, pacing yourself. Yes, so magical. Woo, Lynette, if I was with you, it's so magical. I'll be losing my ever loving mind. I'll be like, let's do this. You'll be like, Shinova, calm down. Calm down. Yeah, so magical is going to be fun. Oh, yeah, Christine, everyone has UFOs. If you ask, hey, who in the chat has more than 5 UFOs? I have a UFO drawer, okay? Projects that you do not finish. I have a UFO drawer. I have a scrap drawer. I have a drawer. It's called the drawer of secret and shame. I wrote that on, posted on the top, and put it on the drawer. Projects that I royally messed up on, and instead of throwing it away, I throw it in this drawer because I think that one day I'll be able to fix it. See, you have people raising their hands. I have probably 20. You're not alone, Christine. All of us have UFOs. Every single person, even your favorite YouTubers, if you ask Jess Oka Roots, she will tell you she had UFOs. And you were asked Lauren, Kasaya, all of them, they will all tell you we have UFOs. I have a drawer of secret and sorrow and shame that are projects that I royally messed up on, but I don't want to throw them away because I haven't harvested the hardware, and they're just in this drawer, and they have a blanket over them. A blanket, and it hides the sorrow, and the shame. Oh, I know. I wanted to go to the Sobagical so bad. I'm hoping I could cross my fingers. 2024, I want to go to a Wizardly Stitcheries retreat. I want to go to that so bad because it looks like everyone that went says it's the funnest thing. And my friend Ingrid said that it is one of the best times. They provide all the food, all the snacks, like so the price is like included, like everything. I want to go to that. I want to go to a couple quilt shows, like the bigger ones, and I definitely want to go to a couple retreats. So 2024 is going to be the year of Shinova traveling to a whole bunch of different places. See? Oh, Sandra, wait, hold on, Sandra. How many zipper pulls are you looking for and what color? Hold on. What color are you looking for? Because I have Wanda. You can get these at Zorel. They come in 5-packs, and these are my to-go-to for WandaVision. Zorel. And look under Red Witch, because she doesn't put Scarlet Witch. Just look under Witch or Red Witch. Wait, New Moxie has Wanda pulls? I need to contact Nicole. I make like 8 Wanda bags every 6 months. It's like, yeah. Oh yeah, I have Kindle. So, okay, like I feel sorry because sometimes I feel like I do mean things to Kindle when it comes down to cutting. Hear me out. If I have a bad bag and like I know it's like hardware I do not have, because sometimes I run out of hardware, I'll ask him to go into the bag of the drawer of secret and sorrow and shame, and and he will harvest. He like legit almost wants to cry because he doesn't like cutting up my bag. I also, when I do straighten my hair, I I don't have my hairdresser anymore, so I'll ask Kendall to like cut my hair. Like I'm like, yeah, take this much off or this much or whatever, and he's like, are you sure? I think, well, who better not to trust with your husband? Like I'm just saying. So yeah, he's the one that trimmed my hair this time, and like he's learned a lot over the years by the girl's hair and mine. Yeah, everyone has UFOs, Christine. This is a thing. I don't know any designer that doesn't have a UFO. I'll, I will give them bombastic side eye. They're like, "Yeah, I never had a UFO." I'll be like, "Something's wrong with that person." So February usually, if I don't have Katsucon, that's one of my bigger ones that I get a pretty decent amount of money, then I'll go. I'll definitely go. Kendall wants me to try for Dragon Con next year. I don't want to travel. Like it's just okay. I don't if I could hop on a plane, I have no problem. It's the driving for more than like 5 hours. I will get antsy. Anyone that's been around me for more than 2 hours knows that yeah, Shinova's not a she could not sit in the car for very long. Like, it's just me. I know I hear about Quilt Fest in Norfolk, Virginia. I think I'm gonna go to there this year. I'm definitely because I all of my favorite people that do fabric, they go to these bigger quilt shows. So you can meet Tula Pink, you can meet Guy, you can meet Tim Holtz and all like all of them. Yeah. Well, yeah, the workshop with Kasaya, so that's a huge Kasaya's personality, man, I want like, I've met her once or twice, but I really would love to sit down and have a drink with her, an adult beverage, because she is so laid back and so cool. She just seems so cool and, like, I I like her teaching style, like, 'cause I'll watch her lives when she's putting a bag together, and, like, if she messes up, I love when people are not afraid to say, "I messed up," because I do that in my videos. When I mess up, I'm like, "I messed up, let me show you how I fix it." And I love the fact that she does that. That makes it realistic. This makes or it means that the people that you're watching that you admire, they're the same as you and me, that we all make mistakes. The whole fun part of teaching is teaching you how to fix the mistakes that you've made and realize that I make mistakes like legitimate. I have a secret sorrow drawer. I just admitted to that and a UFO drawer. I try not to look over there. But yeah, we stress over coordinating colors and bags. Yes, we stress over perfect stitching. Actually, honestly, that's my superpower. I don't really stress about that. Now, what I do stress about is cutting, because cutting is very difficult for me, and there's a piece of Leslie was on here, she could tell you that Sandra could tell you, there's a piece in one of my patterns, in that pattern for It's Me High, that is a literally a special piece that you put on your fabric to cut out the perfect, um, square, and the reason why I did this, you cut out the pattern in, like, this triangular shape or trapezoid shape is because anytime someone has a pattern piece that has the pieces cut out, I always mess up. So my box corners always one will look like a little bit bigger than the other because I cannot do it. So I've learned that if I have the whole piece and you tell me it's 2.5 inches and I straw out the 2.5 inches, I have perfect box corners. So in my pattern, I have a piece that's just for cutting out the box corners because I don't know, that is something that I still struggle with so many years of sewing. It is a struggle for me, and I have no idea if it's because I'm dyslexic. I don't know if it's because of my ADD or if it's just me not grasping the concept. So, you know. They were hidden names. Yeah, Zorel has it. She also like, and her I believe the WandaVision pulls are always on sale. Like, literally, I kid you not. Whenever I go to So Magical Expo, I may have a tight budget, but whenever I go to Zerel and I see the WandaVision pools, I just buy them all. Whatever I see that's there. Because I make at least 8 Wanda bags every quarter. It's a good bag for me to sell. People love her. People love her just as much as me, and they love the details of having those very pulls that but they're not, like, in your face pulls, they're very, like, you have to be up close and personal, just, like, really beautiful touch. Yep, I agree with you, Julie. Oh, yeah, you guys meet up. You're like, "Let's do drag." Kendall wants me to do it so, so, so bad. He wants me to get a big booth because the thing is that right at this time, 2024, I will no longer be able to fit in just one booth. I have to fit into 2. I have a lot of cages, the way I do my lighting, everything, it's very, very whatever. So Kendall's like really he wants to do Dragon Con with me and get a bigger booth. And I'm just like, you are really trying to get me stressed out. I see. All these Virginia folks. Yeah, well, I mean, they do look for teachers, and hopefully maybe I'll be teaching at a quilt show how to make a like a flying geese pouch or something like that because I am a quilter too, so I just never really incorporated it into my bag making videos, but I think I'm gonna start doing that in 2024, showing different how you could do like paper piecing or different quilt blocks that you can do into bags like the Devon pouch or whatever, and it's really fun to do. You probably already noticed that with some of my bags, like especially if it's like a messenger bag, how I use different textures and different prints to make the bag stand out. It's just I think that has a lot to do with my quilting background, and I think my colors come from like my coordinating colors and my color theories come from my garment background. Yeah, you fixing your mistakes is just part of the thing. Like I believe every one of us has a superpower when it comes down to bag making that we're good at that we don't other necessarily other people have a hard time with, whether it's color theory, pairing colors that what normal a normal person wouldn't do, where if it's accent features, if it's stitching, if it's um, poking out corners and your bag's not sunken in. Everyone has a superpower. My two superpowers is stitching and a bag not sinking in. Realistically, you will be surprised how many emails I get about when I pop my bag out, when I bind it, it rolls in on itself, and I never see your bags doing that. And I'm sitting here trying to explain to them about how poking out and rolling with the seam roller and all my tips and tricks. And top stitching, I can't teach anybody that. That is just that's just patience and time. I could stitch a straight line and curves, and I think it has a lot to do with quilting because I know how I used to staple my own quilts. I would do my own quilt rulers, like like it would it's straight stitching necessarily, but just with rulers. And I think that transition into bag making. So the only thing I can give you if you're having a hard time top stitching, you might want to look into doing some quilting. Make small quilt sandwich, make a like a bowl cozy or a rug mat, a coffee mat, and then start stipling. And when you start getting the function of your machine when you're rotating it around and you realize you can like go the same speed as your thing, you watch your top stitching just excel. Because stitching when you are really quilting the all the layers together, your hands are in constant motion. And once you get that, you can do a straight stitch like nobody's business because it's nothing else to it. That's the best way I could teach you how to stitch straight is quilting. Yeah, is it the beast, Sandra? Okay. Alright. 'Cause I made 2 different sets of videos, but I'm gonna tell you this now. If you can make the beast from Ororosa, you can make any bag out there. That bag is harder than the Hitchhiker. That bag is it's and the thing is it's not hard if you break it down in pieces. That's why in my Patreon group, we break the bags down either into 2 parts or 3, because if you break things down in stitching, like in small projects, when it all comes together, you'd be like, "That's it? Look at this. This is glorious. I made it." So, once you can break things down, it's easy. The Beast, when I first when I was testing it, I almost threw my, like, "Screw this," and throw your table over, but it's a industrial, so I couldn't do that. So frustrated, so frustrated. I think that's why anytime someone has a bag and it's a tester and it's advanced, I take it because I don't really think of myself as an advanced sewer. I think of myself like as an intermediate. And then when I do an advanced bag, it like pushes me. No matter how angry I get, I kind of enjoy it because it's pushing me to that next level. It's pushing me to make me a better sewist. But yeah, the Beast was one that was literally swear words, blood, tears, anger. I threatened it with scissors. I mean, what can I say? And that's why I was named the Beast. The Beast in the side of the group everybody had issues with. And we were all looking at Alexis like, how did that shoe pocket? I was gonna quit. I was gonna like, I'm not a sewist. I should stop. I should just I've made that bag like now like 8 times and it's easy now, but when I first was testing it, I wanted to like murder the bag. It took everything not to take a pair of scissors and just like go all Hitchcock on it, you know? And like I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh my god, the beast. Like it was starting to hurt my shoulders. So I was putting like Bengay and I kept calling myself a Bengay baddie. But now I love the bag. Susan, you're coming here too? Yay! Sandra's workroom is like amazing. And you just ask her daughter to bring cupcakes. Cupcakes. Top stitching, yeah. Yeah, if I don't get a deadline, I get that. Oh, I have a really cool wand when I'm dressing up as. I have like these really cool contacts and everything. I'm just gonna have to spray paint my hair like a reddish brown. I like Halloween, so I love dressing up. I have the coolest headgear and fireballs for this. I am really excited about this. And then one of the nights for on the last night of Halloween, I'm going to do my thing, and then at 7 o'clock at night, I'm gonna get on Eastern time, and I'm gonna tell a spooky story while we sew something. I feel like that's how we're gonna set Halloween in right. Oh, I'm definitely getting a booth. There's just no way. My bag I'm learn I as I progress in bag making, I realize there's no way. I'm go like I have 2 artist table. This is my last year I'm gonna do Artist Alley unless I have 2 to 3 tables or if I buy a booth. Oh yeah, I post if you go to my Instagram, every time I usually post either one of my kids behind the thing, what it looks like before and after. I don't need to eat something. I'm hungry. Okay, see, and straps I don't even look at. Like, okay, first of all, I am the worst strap person. Most patterns have you do the straps in the beginning, and if you ever really watch me sew, I usually try to do them towards the end. I feel like when doing my straps at the end, I'm done. I'm at the finish line, and like I get to attach them to whatever. So, yeah, I hate doing straps at the beginning, and I I have pretty straight strap detail. Most of the time, I'm not even paying attention when I sew straps too. That's probably it. I pay attention to everything else except I like totally dazed out when I'm sewing straps. Like I don't pay attention until like you could tell I pay attention to the last 2 inches because my machine just slows down. You like that's it. I'm like in a mode. Yeah, DC's weather is probably yeah. Right now, it feels pretty good outside. I don't know. See, I only reason why I use size 5 and I really don't even use size 3 that much is because I don't wanna have zipper pulls for every single thing. There is people that would use it, like, for a special bag. I think for, like, bags, like, camping bags, I think it's cool. It's genius because usually size 8 and size 10 are waterproof zippers, and they're made that way for camping, and outdoor things. If someone asked me to make a bag for camping, I would definitely buy some, but I'm reluctant to buy different things. Like, I like resin zippers a lot, but I hate the fact that they're different zipper pulls. I because if I mix and match or I can't find them, then again, I have the Hulk personality where I want to smash everything up. It's pretty interesting. It's part of my process. I cannot wait for the retreat and the cupcakes next year and the red velvet cookies. I don't even like red velvet cookies, and those are some I want yours. Those were really good. Hey, from the Netherlands. I would go to I wanna go to a quilt show to teach. I actually like teaching in person. I think that my quirkiness transitions better in person than it does over camera. I don't know. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Yes. Okay. My bag is a Magdalena. I get I'll get stuck on, like I can't make the flat bottom one. I made it once, and every time I try to go and do it again, I can't do it. I'll get stuck. There's certain bags I just get stuck at, or I have made the convertible bag from Blue Cala at least, I'm no exaggerating, at least 15 times. And there are certain parts when I'm making the train case at the bottom, I'm just like, how did I do this again? How did I do this? And if you guys don't know me, I do watch other YouTubers when they go live, not their tutorials. And hear me out. So, like, Kasaya will go live with her sister and they're like sewing something up together, like, let's make the nougat together or whatever. I'll watch that. Lauren goes live and she's like, okay, we're going to cut out this jelly um, Devon pouch. I'll watch it, but I don't watch other people's tutorials and hear me out because I have a tendency of feeling that I need to do the same thing as a person in a tutorial and it won't be authentically me. So when I do a bag tutorial, I do not look at anybody else's bag, especially even when I'm testing, because this is how I test my skills and capability of can I follow the pattern. But if they do a live, I watch it. So whenever someone goes live, you'll see me like pop in there, say hi, and then watch them do their live. But I don't watch tutorials. So like I know there's a couple tutorials for the convertible bag, and I want to so badly go and watch it, even though I did this bag a bazillion times, I have to figure it out. And sometimes I need to just walk away because my brain is just not there, and then I'll figure it out. But the convertible crossover bag from Lucala and the flat bottom bag, the flat bottom Magdalena hack are my two bags that I always seem to mess up on. Always. It all depends if the show accepts me as a teacher or not. I'm not too sure. Good morning. It's like, you never know. But I definitely wanna go to more retreats and have fun. Um, I definitely will love to go to the Wizardry Stitchery one. I think it's fun. I think the whole, camp like, camp feel is pretty cool. Like, in a very weird way, I think it's super cool because we it'll be like campy, like Girl Scouts for just sewing, and I don't know. And when they showed the snack section, I was like, "I would go for the snacks alone." Yes. And they, like, have, like, cute, like, little assigned scenes with the people that you roommate with and stuff, and they have, like, when you watch their, like they have, like, a recap video, and it's, like, the cutest thing, like, there's videos of, like, Shannon from, Knotted Thread, like, showing people how to edge paint and stuff like that, like, they have so many little things in this workshop, it looks the cutest little thing ever, so, the only thing that deters me is that I literally need to find somebody who else is coming because the airport from the location is a 90-minute travel. So, like, that would be one expensive Uber, so I would need to find someone that was in that location that is driving and try to piggyback a ride and pay for gas and or if there's several of us, then we could try to get, like, rent a car or something. I don't know, 'cause, that's far. That's pretty far. It's a 90-minute drive from the location. Oh, I know. Thank you, Patricia. That is my favorite bag. I'm actually gonna use some of that suede for the Aladdin bag today. You could totally do it. I feel like the welcome bag looks like it's more difficult than what it is, and once you do it, you're like, "Holy smolies, this is good." Erica has a way of making bags look complicated, but realistically, they're not. The reason why they look complicated, because she has the most she literally wins the reward for the most unique pattern pieces. She every time she has a pattern out and I print out a pattern piece, I'm like, "Okay." Like, with the Harris, it looked like a T-shirt. I'm like, "What am I supposed to do with this T-shirt piece?" Like, please explain. So she won the award for the most unique pattern pieces. Where's what? Oh, the Wizardly Stitchery is in Texas. Yes, we could definitely bunk together. You have to have fast hands. Those tickets sell out in minutes. And they have something which I respect, mad respect. So if you already been to a Wizard Stitchery, you have a chance and opportunity to buy a ticket before the public. And at first I was really like, that's not fair. But realistically, it is fair because these people have probably been at the believed in this retreat before anyone else did. It was on their map. So they would get it beforehand. So there'll be like a couple tickets. And last time someone emailed me that there was a ticket available, and I was like in the car. And then as soon as I got into the house, I was going to go do it, and it was already sold out. I was like, son of a biscuit eater. But yes, I think it looks like it'll be fun. I think it just like all the videos look like everyone is just having a blast. So like I'm just like, okay, cool. This is cool. Yeah. So yeah, who if you guys are watching this, whoever is going to So Magical and got your hotel at Kissimmee celebration, the one that I'm at, we should get together so that way we can either eat breakfast in the morning because it is a free continental breakfast at the hotel, and then we can take an Uber together so that we all can save on Ubers, or we can try to bum a ride from someone. Either one. It's only a 7-minute drive. So, and we get and on the drive, they have a Starbucks. So, yeah. Bring your tumblers. Bring a tumbler cup because they have the water, that cool, nice ice cool water that's at the like a fountain that you press your cup into and it pours water. Because man, you're so Arnetta, you're starting to have to kiss me, right? Because we all just boop, and then we get our breakfast on, and then we can just do whatever you got to do. But yeah, we could do that. That is, I already have so many fun. I have plans. I already have dinner dates planned with people. It's pretty cool because it's around the corner. It really is like 35 days or something like that. I'm like, what the heck? And then I don't know. I think what I'm going to do honestly is that there's a week out. So the week, 2 weeks uh, before Florida, I have Baltimore Comic Con. I think the week after, I'm just gonna relax and decompress and clean my room, like organize all my patterns back to alphabetical or by designers and like refold fabric, count my inventory and just take my time and like scrub, mop, sweep, everything and not actually sew. So that way when I go to this convention, I can just have fun. And then when I come back, I can get back onto starting prepping things for the holidays. Ooh, yeah, roof work, window work is in the works for us. I have somebody coming by on Wednesday to give us an estimate again. Yeah. The Kissimmee one, Kendall told me he's trying to last year I paid a little bit more, but honestly, I'm staying there. I'm flying in on Friday, Saturday, I'll be there. Sunday, I'm gonna teach, of course. After I teach, I plan on sneaking out and going to Harry Potter Wizarding World, and then I go back to my hotel, and Monday morning, I leave. I hop back onto my flight. Um, but the hotel was under 3 it was like 2 something for all 3 nights. Just gonna throw that out there. It's like 7 when I kid you not, it's 7 minutes away. It's like less than a mile away from Gaylord, like that. So just if you're on a budget, I do believe having a hotel gaylord has benefits, so there's both. I can argue both. Monica loves it because whatever she buys, she could just stick it up in her room, and if she's tired, she can just go up to her room and take a nap. That's good. And then you don't have to pay for if you're part of the hotel, you don't have to pay for parking in and out. So because like the I think the big controversy that I noticed over the years is that you pay if someone drives there, pays for the parking, and then they want to go to get lunch, you have to pay for parking again if you leave the premises. So I'm gonna just bring some Subway sandwiches and a water bottle so that way you can drink it. That's me just being fabulous. Oh, the hitchhiker. Well, is it the hitchhiker or the Aries? I made like 4. The one that I showed 2 yesterday. The boxy one was the hitchhiker. Good morning. No, oh no, we gotta do the right responsible things first before we can do pleasure. Completely understand that. Yeah. No, okay, here's the problem. My Joann's, they're my Joann's in the fabric department is very frustrating. They have, like, a really cool vinyl section, even waterproof canvas in different colors. But, like, if you're looking for Tim Holtz, Alexander, Henry, they never have Tula Pink. They like, my Joann's is just very, very they never even have Allison Glass. Like, everyone has Allison Glass. You can get Allison Glass at Walmart, okay? So and at Michael's over here, but for some reason, my they stick to there's, like, everything from Camelot, everything from Camelot. There's nothing from Free Spirit. It's very frustrating. So I have to usually go to um my quilt store that has hardly anything. Like when I went this last time, they had no Tula Pink, like not even the animal ones, the nothing. But they had the webbing. Please explain that. How do you have the webbing, ma'am? Ma'am, how do you have the webbing? And I was like, oh, so did it sell out? And she's like, no, we just sometimes don't carry it. We carry her She carries their colors, like the basic colors that she has, that's it. So I usually have to go through, I go through Etsy because I'm on Etsy, so, like, I support people on Etsy. It's just small they're another small business, or I'll go through Stitch Supply Co. if I see something that I want, because they always give, like that yellow bag, they give, like, really cool or this project bag right here. They give really cool project bags. They stick your, fabric if you spend over a certain amount, you get a free project bag. So, yeah. You like, I don't know, it's frustrating. So I always have to go through, another resource to get stuff. I It's very, very frustrating. I need to go to Joann's anyways. I need to go to get some waterproof canvas. Oh, yeah, Patricia, my Joann's is notorious that if people like fabric, they'll put it in the back room so they can cut it down when they get paid or whatever. My Joann's is notorious for that. I like Alexander Henry fabric. He's just, like, top notch. I also like Tim Holtz that steampunk newspaper print. What is it called? Something electric thing or whatever. I don't know that. I don't care what print you get from that line. It is always gorgeous. I like Rashida Coleman. I like everything from Ruby Star. Like I love fabric. They do actually. It's so this is how I know. My friend went to Joann's in Florida. She lives in Texas and she went to go visit friends and they had the ribbing. They had the webbing and they had Tula Pink at that Joann's in Florida. I was, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I have something in my eye. Probably an eyelash. I'm like, all my eyelashes are. Ooh, I gotta like that same day store things. I know. Oh, I totally get it, but, like, Joann's is like a I consider Joann's a big box storefront like, you have just your building, which is amazing, but, like, I feel like Joann's is known all throughout the USA. So, they do have it in different stores, but just not every store, and that's the issue. That's the huge issue. They're not like McDonald's where they're individual people owning it. There's one person that owns all these Joann's, but, every Joann's has different stuff, and, so that's the reason why I have an issue with it is because Joann's is supposed to be a place that's a craft store that you're supposed to be able to get all your fabric, any of your crafting designs. And like I'm like I'll give you an example. Everyone loves that Tim Holtz little mini gun for their zippers. You can get that at any Joann's. There's a leather section in Joann's where I get my leather marking pens. Sometimes if I'm looking for straps and I don't want to go order online or go to Tandy Leather, I go there. That's what Joann's a big box store. Yeah, everyone and that's a different thing too. Like I had my friend her Hobby Lobby sells 5 different kind of waterproof canvas. My Hobby Lobby only sells black waterproof canvas. So like it's again big box stores carrying different things in their stores is very frustrating because this is when you have to travel to go to a different store to get something. Um when I think of Joann's and when I think of like Hobby Lobby, I think of like a J.C. Penney's or a Macy's or a Nordstrom's. Like you sometimes they all carry the same thing, but sometimes one store sells out and you have to order it from another store. Um, but some it could just be very, very frustrating when you hear other people say like, "Oh, I got the Tula Pink webbing," and you're like, "Yeah, there's nowhere I can get it out here unless I order it online." And there's like 7 Joannes around me, you know? Like, why does your one Joanne have it and all the Joannes in Maryland don't? So, it's just frustrating. And it's really, really frustrating. My Joannes, they always hire, like, I appreciate that they hire younger kids that are in high school or in college because 'cause they're learning and they need a first-time job. Well, man, they don't understand like a yard or half a yard or one fourth or a fat half. Like they don't understand sewing lingo whatsoever. And I feel like before they get on the floor, that should be something they are taught is sewing lingo, showing them at least where different places are, like show them this is where our decorations are, this is where our leather working, this is where our yarn is. Like my Joanne's is like, oh, you're new, get behind the counter, and then they're asking you how many inches are in a yard, and you're looking at them and you're just like batting your eyes, like, how did you get this job and they didn't train you? Like that's like someone working at McDonald's and not knowing how to make the fries. There should be some kind of training or shadowing or something. That's just by Joanne's. Yep. It's better to I literally it's easier for me just to buy stuff from Joann's online and have it shipped to me because when I go to the store, I wind up wanting to, leave, like, a nasty review, and I refuse to do that because I don't want anyone to get in trouble. So, yeah. Use Joann's West they overcharge, they do, they seriously do. So, my place that I like to get is Stitch Supply Co. That's why when I say I get the holiday calendar, it's not just for the holidays. I usually get all my, like, Alexander Henry, Ruby Star, everything from Stitch Supply Co. because one, she ships ridiculously fast. Two, if I spend over $100 for the fabric, and let's call a spade a spade, if I'm buying fabric, I'm gonna spend like $100 because I'm gonna get quilting cotton and everything. So she sticks everything in these really cool bags. You can buy the bags separately if you're spending underneath as well. And she puts these really nice cards. It's I don't know, she's a storefront. She is a actual quilting storefront. So, I rather do that. Like, I'll go to Missouri Star because think about it, if you buy something from Missouri Star, you're supporting that whole they have, like, a whole, like, little town that's just, like, quilting, fabric, and all things sewing. So, if I buy something from them, I know I'm buying something that's helping support a big community and the town. Like, because like my storefronts suck, man. They suck. They if it has to be last resort, and I already know I go in with water like I'm not gonna be able to get anything I want. This is gonna suck. 60% coupon Black Friday sales. That's when I usually get fusible fleece, like the roll, or get batting for. I use a lot of batting um for not. I don't use it for quilts. Sometimes I use it in lieu of fleece. Um, I'll get things like that. Get the rolls for like nothing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're infamous for doing that same thing with me. They did that to me, Christine, and I was mad. I was like, yeah, I ordered one, but I've also had, but also Joanne's has made mistakes. So w- score one for Shinova. I did the right thing. So I ordered Thermalam. I ordered 2 rolls. Um, I got the first one, and then the next day I got a package of 2, and the next day I got a package of 2. And I called them. I was like, I checked my card. They only charged me for 2. I'm like, something's wrong with your department. Can you send me back shipping labels, or do you want me to hit return, put return back to sender? Because there's, but I already opened the box. I was like, I have 4 additional Thermalams. This is like 4 years ago. I have 4 additional Thermalams that I did not order. And the lady was like, oh, just keep them. Okay. I came up with thought offer, send me labels and I'll ship them back, or do you think I could tape it up and put return to sender? And this is what they said. So I've had that good luck weird scenario, but I did try to call and do the right thing. I believe in doing the right thing. All right, so I'm good to go over a pot and get some hot like vapors going up my nose because I can't breathe out of it, and then I'm gonna work on this bag and deep condition my hair and rest today. So I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. It's Monday tomorrow, start of the week. We're getting closer to me. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay.